Hello, and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranj. Today I am going to give you the Capper Comparison Picks for some more prelim fights for UFC Vegas 46. As you can tell, I'm once again on the road, so I don't have the full at-home whiteboard. I got my travel board with me, but this had to be done because I'm a busy guy. I want to put up the content, but be sure I did a video. I think it was like last week, or maybe pretty sure last week I did a video for early prelim fights. Be sure to check that out. Speaking of that, I was reading the comments today. You know how I play the Japanese music in the background, kind of just because there's moments of dull, just silence, which I'm trying to avoid. So, but I got a complaint on my comments that from Ryan Schmidt. Ryan says that I should do without it. I should just go solo silence. He reckoned my home to be in like a Pee-wee's Playhouse, which I love Pee-wee's Playhouse. But anyway, he says I shouldn't have any background music. But on the other hand, in the past, people like Dev the Dude and other people like the Japanese. They like the background music instead of dead air. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's dead air. If I have to run to my laptop and get some stats on or betting lines or something that are live, that's dead air. There's nothing. They'd rather hear the Japanese in the background. So why don't you guys put in the comments, should I keep the Japanese in the background, or should I just do no background music, just talk? I mean, I replayed the video and I could hear everything I say. I talk louder than the music. It's strictly background music. But if you guys want me to get rid of it, hey, you're the viewers. I mean, I will do that. It's not a problem. I added that on because I thought, and it's copyright free. That's why there's no words. That's why I can run that in the background without getting flack from YouTube. But anyway, go ahead in the comments. Tell me what you want. You want music background or not? Let's get on with this because I'm gonna go out to dinner tonight. So this is pre out to dinner, drinking and doing this video quickly. Then I'll upload it and then I'll go out to dinner. And who knows, if I have a really good dinner, maybe I'll come back and do a live stream. Probably not. I'm trying to stay away from drunken live streams, but man, something about them just keeps sucking me in. All right, let's get into where I left off. I did the first 3 fights on the card according to Typologists. Now I'm up at the female strawweight fight between Vanessa Demopoulos and Silvana Gomez Juarez. Alright, like I said, travel board. Hope you all can see that. I don't like doing the travel board because it's, I gotta write and show at the same time. It's a pain in my butt. But regardless, we got, I'll talk about it first. We got Vanessa Demopoulos, record of, I'll show it actually as I'm talking about it. I can multitask like that. She's got a record of 6-4. They're both a coin flip, -110 either way, no matter who you take. Silvana Gomez Juarez, record of 5-1. Demopoulos is a slightly younger at 33 years old. Juarez is 37, a lot closer to 40. But Demopoulos does have more age in the UFC and as a professional fighter, as you can tell by the records. Over/under is set at 2.5 rounds. Over that, -205. It is a female fight, so most likely it goes decision. Under that is a +165 if you think one of these girls is going to be able to finish the other, which is highly unlikely, but nonetheless, it could happen. So, little notes. Vanessa Demopoulos, Little Monster. She's coming off a loss to J.J. Aldrich. by unanimous decision. That was her UFC debut. Before that, she was in the LFA, and she was coming off a win against Cynthia Arcio. She knocked her out in 37 seconds of the first round. Good look for Vanessa Demopoulos, a little monster there. She does have other fights against people that are known throughout the UFC, such as Lupi Godinez. Actually, Lupi beat both these females. She beat Juarez most recently. That's her Juarez's last fight. She came in short notice for somebody, and she got armbarred round 1 by Lupi Godinez. Where Vanessa Demopoulos, that went to decision, I do believe. Back on Vanessa, before the Lupi loss, she lost to Corey McKenna, up and coming. Where's she from? I think is she Welsh or something? I think she's from the UK. I'm not mistaken. I don't know. And then Sam Hughes, who seems to get beat by pretty much everybody in the UFC. But Sam Hughes, she was decent. I don't know. She's just pulling up bad matchups, which maybe she's just not cut out for UFC. Anyway, another note. This is supposed to be, I guess Tapology said it's a strawweight fight. Vanessa Demopoulos is coming down from 125, so keep that in mind too. She fights out of Fight Ready though. Fight Ready's awesome. Because they have Eddie Cha, Frankie Saenz, those are the coaches. And then there's female trains at Fight Ready? Tracy Cortez. So that's you would think that she'd be training, females train with females. That's just how it goes. Silvana Gomez Juarez, she fights out of the Entram gym in Mexico, and the Rogo team from Argentina. That's where she's actually from. Her nickname is La Malvada. I'm not sure what that translates to. Like I said, her last loss was against Lupita Godinez via armbar. And before that, though, she did compete in like UWC and LUX and Combate. She actually fought Ariana Lipsky, Queen of Violence, in Combate. I think it was Combate. She lost, though. Unanimous decision, though. Juarez does have a 1-inch height, 1-inch reach advantage, but that's nothing. And she's coming in short notice for Ashley Yoder. I did write down she does have a win against Vanessa Melo, unanimous decision. So I guess that's one good aspect for her. But yeah, and she fought Poliana Botello back before she was a pro too. That was also a loss. So I don't know. This is like the odds have it, coin flip fight. Let's see what the cappers have to say in this one. Like I said, whole new batch of cappers, and I thank all you guys, all you cappers, for putting out your picks early enough that we can make this video. So starting out, we've got the Perfect Parlay Pursuit. They actually had their video out wicked early. I was going to use them for my early prelim picks, but they did it prior to back when what was his name, Chow got replaced by John Holmes, or I forget, whatever. I can look it up. Hold on. See, this is what I'm talking about, like the lull. Joseph Holmes and Jamie Pickett. Originally, I think that was supposed to be Chow Borello, Jamie Pickett, and that's what they made their picks on, so I couldn't use that. So anyway, I'm using them now. We got all the Perfect Parlay Pursuit guys, Luke, Alex, and Dan, son of a bitch, are triple certifying Vanessa Demopoulos, meaning they're all in agreement taking Vanessa Demopoulos, little monster. Then we have Artem MMA. He's I think he's Australian. He also, thank you for your early picks, Artem. Artem MMA Analysis. He's also on the side of Demopoulos. We've got Johnny K picks. God bless Johnny K. Johnny K only does usually main cards, but now he said 2022 he's going to start doing full cards. God bless you, Johnny K. So Johnny K did the full card, so he got his picks out early. And then we got MMA Pick'ems podcast. It's my buddy Ray. Pick'ems. Also taking Demopoulos. And finally, to finish it all off, we've got King of Crackdowns. He's saying Demopoulos by decision, of course, female fight. I think he's with everybody else and taking the females to go to decision almost all the time. I hope you guys can see this. Like I said, we got the, oh, let me do the X, because this is a full capper consensus where everybody picks the same side. And in this case, in this coin flip odds fight, all the cappers that had their early picks out that I got on this show are all taking little monster Vanessa Demopoulos to get it done against Juarez. Probably a lot has to do with the age and the veteran experience. Everything's aiming for Demopoulos. You might as well get her while it's still minus 110, because I've got a feeling that's going to probably, the minus number of Demopoulos probably go up. Juarez will probably be plus money. But right now, coin flip on these odds are from Bet Online, so get your bets in right now if you're going to take with the cappers Demopoulos, as I am going to take Demopoulos. And I'm going to say, sorry, I'm going to say by decision. So there you have it. Moving on. Next we have, boom, Dakota Harry Bush, one of the best nicknames in the UFC, taking on Viacheslav Borshchev. What's his name? Slavaclaus. Viacheslav Borshchev is making his UFC debut, but this guy's pretty good. I guess he's the favorite at minus 177. He's got a record of 5-1. He's a Contender Series guy, I do believe. Dakota Bush though, 8-3, coming off a loss to Austin Thub Hubbard in his UFC debut. Take what you want from that. He lost by unanimous decision though. Austin Hubbard is not that bad. Before that, he was an LFA fighter. He beat Austin Clem, TKO round 1. Dakota Bush is 3-2 in his last 5. He fights out of, this is a good one, Glory MMA, James Krauss product in Dakota Bush. James Krauss, fantastic coach, makes mediocre fighters excellent. And Dakota Bush, 27 years old, a little bit younger here. Do I have space to write it? Probably not. I did a little bit. Dakota Bush, 27. Borshchev is a little older at 30. Not a big deal there, but still, man, I am losing shit. Okay, we got Harry Bush, James Krauss trained, 4-inch reach advantage for Harry Bush. But let's talk about his opponent, Slavaclaus, Viacheslav Borshchev. He is a Russian master of sport. As I said last week with who was I talking about? Is Magul, or yeah, during my live stream on New Year's Eve, I did a live stream with Dave and had a couple other people jump in there. But yeah, that was, I apologize for that. I was pretty intoxicated for that. But anyway, as I mentioned, Master of Sport is a huge achievement over in Russia. You have to it's the highest athletic fighting accomplishment you can achieve in Russia. This guy Borshchev is Master of Sport. He's training now out of Alpha Male. He's coming off a win against Chris Duncan where he left hooked him in round 2. That was not in Contender Series. That was actually in Titan FC. He's 4-1 in his last 5. His one loss was a split decision to a guy named William Starks, and that was back in the LFA, where Dakota Bush is familiar with. So, despite Dakota Bush having 4-inch reach advantage, Borshchev has a 1-inch height advantage. Interesting. And like I said, the Master of Sport, Slavaclaus, is training now at Alpha Male. So this is it's a pretty close. I think that the odds should be a little bit closer. The debutant, the UFC debut guy, -177 against Dakota Bush, who has a couple like that Austin Hubbard loss, but still he's got a fight in the UFC, and he's got a bigger record in the LFA, which Borshchev had his one loss. So let's see what the cappers have to say in this one. Taking the favorite in Borshchev, we've got a King of Crackdowns, KFC 5090. What is his name? KFC 5095. I don't know. I still got to find out what that means. He's taking Borshchev TKO round 2. King of Crackdowns. I love the details in your picks. Then we have Ray from Pickham's Podcast. He's taking Borshchev by decision. Then we have Johnny K also taking Slava Claus. Who we got? Artem still taking Slava Claus. Looks like it's going one way, guys. You know what I'm talking about. Then finally, Triple P certified Slava Claus to get it done. All the perfect parlay pursuit guys are all taking Borshchev to get this, making this another full capper consensus. Man, if Borshchev was not master of sport, I would throw money on Bush because he does have more experience. But this guy Borshchev, I guess he is some phenomenal striker. I guess he teaches like I heard something from one of these cappers. He teaches like KGB or special forces. He teaches some Russian military. He teaches them striking. That's phenomenal. And he teaches like kids too. He's like an instructor, striking instructor. Master of sport, how can you go against that? You got to take that, right? So I'm going to also side with Borshchev. And I think he's going to probably get it done. Man, I think, did Austin Hubbard knock him out? No, it went to UFC or unanimous decision. I think Dakota Bush, Harry Bush, is durable enough to withstand the striking, but Borshchev should get the volume and land the stronger punches, look better for the judges. So I'm going to say decision again for Borshchev here, making this the full capper consensus on this thing. Now I'm going to press pause so I can get the board ready for the big heavyweights. So, moving on. Next we have the heavyweight showdown between the big old boys. We've got Chase Sherman, the Vanilla Gorilla. He's like the third or fourth Vanilla Gorilla presently fighting in the UFC, taking on the prototype Jake Collier. The prototype is not the fitting name because maybe when he was 185 pounds, he could have been called the prototype, but now at $165, filled out, I don't think he's really much the prototype. Jake Collier, prototype. Anyway, Jake Collier is the favorite here at -130, slight favorite. Chase Sherman is +110. Chase Sherman, record of 15-8. He's coming off a loss to Parker Porter. A lot of people like to call him Parker Porker. Man, these big heavyweights, they take some verbal abuse. Whatever. Jake Collier is coming off a loss to Carlos Boy Philippe, right? Is that Boy? Carlos Philippe? Is he Boy? B-O-I? Boy? But anyway, prior to that, Chase Sherman has a loss to Andrei Arlovsky, unanimous decision, but that dude beats everybody unanimous decision. That's why he's a heavyweight millionaire, even though he's like 40-something, still beating everybody by unanimous decision. And Jake Collier, he has a win against Jean Vellante, who is a bloated 205er that shouldn't even be in the UFC. The guy gave up against, who's the basket weaver guy? Maurice Green or somebody. But Jean Vellante is not that impressive of a win. Prior to that, Jake Collier lost to Tom Aspinall. Awesome heavyweight, awesome prospect heavyweight. Tom Aspinall, I think, is going to be, if he's not already, he should be top 5 for real. The guy's great. And he got knocked out. Jake Collier got knocked out with Tom Aspinall in 45 seconds to the first round by a right cross. So Jake Collier, the favorite here, is like 2 and 3 in his last 5. He fights out of No Excuses MMA. I don't know anybody else that fights out of there. He was a middleweight champ, which is phenomenal. It just blows my mind that he at 185 he was a champ over at Resurrection Fighting Alliance, some small regional scene. And Chase Sherman, though, fighting out of ATT Dilbertsville, Mississippi, not the one in Coconut Creek, but a sister facility for ATT. But Chase Sherman has a background, and he's more athletic, I would say. He was a Division II football champ. He was a lineman, actually, at like Delta University, that's in Missouri, or Mississippi, I'm sorry, Mississippi, that's where he trains, Dilbertsville, Mississippi. He has a win against Ike Villanueva, TKO round 2. That's a pretty decent win. But then again, Ike Villanueva, he's another bloated light heavyweight. I think these wins are against guys that, like Jean Vellante, what was he, at 235? Same with Ike or Ike or Isaac, whatever you want to call. Ike Villanueva, I think he was same thing, like 235, 240 at best, I think. So not any really, the only true heavyweights these guys fight, they always lose to. So this is kind of a coin flip fight. It's very close. They're both, Chase Sherman's 32, Jake Collier's 33. No big age discrepancies. How about height and reach? Chase Sherman, 1 inch height, he's 6'4". Jake Collier, half-inch reach, so there's nothing going on there. Man, this is a tough fight to pick between these battling giants. That's why I'm going to have to rely on the cappers. See what they have to say in this heavyweight showdown between this low-level heavyweight fight. I'll just call it what it is. Okay, starting with the favorite, we've got Artem MMA analysis. Artem is taking the prototype Jake Collier. Didn't say method or anything. Then jumping over, taking Chase Sherman, we have king of correct downs, and he's saying TKO second round for Chase Sherman, king of crackdowns. Then Johnny K, he's leaning Collier. None of these guys are confident with their picks, though, and rightfully so. This is a very tough fight to call. Then we have Ray from Pick'em's MMA Pick'em's podcast. Pick'em's Ray is taking Chase Sherman. So right now we're looking at a tie for the cappers, and we have one set of 3 cappers left. We have the perfect parlay pursuit. Luke, Dan, and Alex. Now they're going to be the tiebreaker, but it's kind of messy because there's also split, but there's 3 of them, so they can be only split leaning one way, and that is split toward Jake Collier. We've got Dan and Alex taking prototype Jake Collier, and Luke coin flip. I think he literally did a coin flip too in the video. All these links to these cappers will be in the description. So there you have it. Rounding out all the cappers. Luke did take Chase Sherman when it was all said and done. The other guys took Jake Collier. Now me, I'm gonna go and take seems like the more athletic guy, the the guy that's more like fit. How are you gonna go from being a champ at 185, ballooning way up to 265, and still you can't beat true heavyweights? The wins he is getting are against, like, who'd he beat? Jean Vellante. That guy, I think he was even less than 230 if I remember correctly. He was like a bloated 205er. Chase Sherman, on the other hand, well, it's kind of the same thing. But you know what I like about Chase Sherman? He was doing bare knuckle boxing. Bare knuckle boxing in between his UFC fights. He's got a little bit more experience, being 15-8 to Jake Collier's 12-6. He was a D2 football champ, so the guy's been athletic. He didn't let himself go and gain, 60 plus, gain 80 pounds. I mean, that's, still blowing my mind. So I'm going to, because of that, speaking of big guys, see this shirt? My wife got me all these, they're called True Legend Classic, True Classic t-shirts. They're like specifically made for fat guys to look thinner. I don't know if it's working, but I like them. They're very comfy. They're roomy. They're cut very nice. But anyway, I just throw that in because I'm a fat guy. But I'm gonna cut down. I've made, look, light beer, Yingling Flight. It's a brand new light beer. It's pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna go on the side of Chase Sherman just because I'm fading Collier's big weight gain, that you can't let yourself go that bad. I understand you like cheeseburgers. I like them too. I can't knock that. I like junk food, like all that, but I have to go with Chase Sherman here. And plus, he's plus money. I'm a plus money junkie, and so are you guys if you're part of my plus money junkie crew. I do have some announcements. As you guys know, on this Friday live stream with Dave and Mbe, both have confirmed and verified, we are going to do the unranked prospect draft pick contest. And there were some comments in the live stream last week that I did that the chat wants to participate, so I've decided we are going to make like a in the chat, if you're in the live stream, you can, when we're making our picks, you can also have a pick. 2 picks per weight class. The most popular pick, like for example, you throw out a name, we'll just say just any unranked Ilia Tupuria. He's going to go fast. If it's already picked, I think he's going to go round 1. And Mbe's got the first pick because she's a beautiful female. Dave's got a second pick, and I'll go last because I'm kind enough to do that. But say, for example, Ilia Tupuria. If everybody in the chat, if he hasn't been picked yet, if they're all like Ilia Tupuria, I'll write him down. The popular picks in the draft, we can make it unranked draft or unranked chat team. The chat team can be the popular picks in the chat per weight class. I'll fill that out. I don't know how I'm going to reward you guys if you beat us, but for me and Mbe and Dave, the reward is the losers have to both buy a hoodie for the winner. So it's only a small thing. Good hoodies though, not that crap that you buy at Walmart. This is legit, $60 hoodies or whatever. Anyway, more info to come on that Friday. And then next week, I was invited to do a watch along with Dev the Dude, and I'm going to join him. I already confirmed that. So that's during the Vegas 46 event. I will, from prelims all the way through the main, I will be on Dev's channel with him and Cell, and we will do a little watch along. Dave's going to join us, but he has to he's going to join us for the main card because he has things to do during the prelims. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to leave a link or leave a like. Go ahead and fill the comments with who you think is going to win these fights here. I can't do, well, okay, yeah, I can. Recap. Time check. Almost time for dinner. There's a hotel bar, by the way. That's why, you know. To recap, I've got Vanessa Demopoulos with the full capper consensus beating Silvana Gomez Juarez by decision. Then I have Slava Claus Viacheslav Borshchev beating Dakota Bush, also by decision, only because I think Dakota Bush has a chin. I think he can be durable enough. He's got the experience stuff. But Borshchev should win because of volume. And then finally, I've got, for the upset, for the plus money, I have Chase Sherman getting it done against Jake Collier. So go ahead and gather the info. Place those bets. Cash those tickets. I appreciate you guys watching me. Good luck on your bets. Be sure to, Chase Sherman, I didn't say method. I think he's gonna knock out Jake Collier. TKO. What round? Second. It could, these are heavyweights, guys. It could go either way. It could be a knockout either way, but I didn't want to say decision because both of them have horrible cardio. Chase Sherman probably got a little bit better. Anyway, sorry about that. Let me know about the music too. Ryan Schmidt, he doesn't like it. Dev the Dude, he loves it. You guys in the comments, tell me, should I keep the music? Should I deep six it? It's up to you. It doesn't matter to me either way. I kind of like it, but go ahead, let me know what to do. Good luck on your bets, and I hope to see you all on Friday.